Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Hako episode number 4 reaction. So the previous episode, the whole what can I say, the whole misunderstanding between like that Taiki had with Haryu senpai, I think that was his name, got resolved. So basically, like you can see how Taiki was kind of feeling bad. He was thinking about a lot of things, like because he thought like Haryu liked Jinatsu, and something like that, and he was feeling a little bit, what's that word, a little bit of a complex that how he is closer to Chinatsu, this and that. But when it was time for him to play with Haryu, he showed how he can completely separate that from what he's supposed to do, that is playing the game. And that is like his biggest strength. Like he didn't let any of those like things affect his playing while he was playing the game. He was only purely focusing on that, which is something that a lot of people are not able to do. Anyways, by the end it was revealed, as we see, that like Harry has someone, he has a girlfriend. And yeah, but obviously, like Harry is also a lot quite interested in Taiki now, because after he saw how good he is and how he listens to people, instead of just doing his own thing. When he was, whatever he was telling him, he was like, oh, this is not okay, do it like this. He was listening to him, and he was improving himself. So that impressed him. So yeah, that's what happened. So let's see what happens today in this episode. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Yeah, you think so? I don't think so. 5 times. Crazy. Damn. Springtime of youth. Okay. Hmm. If he wins. Okay. Settle down. Oh. Yeah, okay. Inasukano, sorry to wait, what? Oh no. Oh damn. Well, this is a problem. Fifth. Where should we? Yeah. AV room. Okay. Yeah. You better. Oh no. Oh, the worst person to run into. Yeah, now, not now. Hopefully, there's nobody here. Oh no, that is not good. There's three people here. Eh, oh no. Oh no 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 no. Just go and come on, go and grab it. I'm talking about the Taiki. That is right. Oh, she's smart. Okay, right. Well, how about the roof or something like? Um, west side. I was just saying roof. Hmm. Oh. Oh, sorry. Hmm. Um. Wait a minute. Here in the roof. Oh yeah, that's true. They like there's a way to. Right. Yeah, you're getting. Oh, okay, okay. Obviously, everyone's not going there because there's a. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Well, obviously they cannot go down together. That'll be problematic. Yeah, I don't think that's the case. Uh, hmm. He knows because Chinasu made the same mistake. Hmm. Damn. Wow. Right. Imagine forgetting your racket. 8. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh wow. That is not okay. Well, wow. Hmm. Oh, well, hopefully he doesn't, you know, wear himself out. Oh, wow. Oh, well, you just took out your. Right. Well, she, like, she's used to like changing like that, so that's why she's not. Yeah, yeah. No, but it increases your strength and physical. What? Oh. Oh. Hmm. Yeah. I think there's a different reason for it working. uh, Year after. Oh, yeah. Hmm. He wants to do it as soon as possible. Okay. Damn. Yeah. As he said, Hari was literally. Hmm. Hmm. Sure. Damn. This guy's extra hyper. Wow. That was. Yeah. That was actually really. Oh, he knows him. What? Yeah. Ah. Soichiro Kishi. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, what happens? He said hi to you? Probably something like that. Limited edition. Yeah, the background music. What a. Wait, what is that? Okay. Harrison? No. Oh, this is the other one. Oh, wow. Oh, damn. Yo, his partner is already down. Well, that's that, I guess. Oh, he passed the prelims. Okay. Oh, is he going to play? Is Taiki playing in the singles? Oh, no. Yep, there you go. I'll ask her if it's okay. Yeah, well, he's gonna underestimate him. Is he? Yep. There you go. Well, doesn't matter. You know, this in this situation, Taiki is gonna give his 200%. No, he's talking about him. Oh wow. Yeah, the wordplay cuts. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Wow. Fear. The way he's walking. Mm. Hmm. Oh, is this the singles? Yep. Wait, so oh, interesting. They use rock paper scissors to find. I'm guessing in official, it's probably a toss or something. Yeah. Oh Lord. Okay. Yeah. I see. Yeah. Damn. Oh. Oh damn. Okay. Tyke is now going to get extra motivated. Yeah. Right. I see. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. He still hasn't seen her. That she's here. Oh. Damn. Wow. You know what? Yeah, you'd be surprised. Yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, he got him. Okay. A few more. He still hasn't seen Chinatsu, I guess. Oh, they're going to end it there? Yep. Okay. Hmm. And that was today's episode. Okay, so today we have uh, we had a match between Taiki and this guy. I forgot his name, but this person who was um, Haryu's previous partner in doubles, and yeah, turns out they're like having like a whole little bet here, where not bet but a little challenge here, where if Taiki, if he wins, he's going to get like Chinatsu senpai's number. Obviously Chinatsu has no clue this is going on, as we saw. And but Haryu did say that like I can just ask her, like I cannot promise you, I'll ask her. So he did say that, but anyways, so yeah, that is the match that is ongoing. And as you can see, obviously he is quite good, but obviously Taiki as well, he has come a long way, as we can see. And Haryu is also training him, so that is also another like big thing. So all in all, he's also improved a lot. And as you can see, Haryu kind of explained it, that Taiki like plays in a more defensive way at the very beginning. He kind of gets used to it and then tires out the opponent, then he strikes. And that is how he does it. Like that is like usually how his strategy works. How, and just like that, the person he's going up against is completely the opposite. If you can probably feel that, he, as he said, like he like puts like everything into his attacks. He puts his full weight on it, and he like strikes in a very different way. So I guess the way Taiki plays is going to be a lot more effective than usual, because this guy who is his opponent, he's kind of the one, a type of person who it seems like who just brute forces it at the very beginning, and then I'm guessing as time will pass and as we're going to come closer to the end, he's probably going to get tired out, and maybe that is when Taiki can um, you know recover back and gain back the points. Yeah, so that is what's going on currently. And you know what? Taiki's friend, I forgot his name. He like he actually, like, that was crazy. I wasn't expecting that. He was like, you know what? Like, this is what's going on. They're literally fighting, like, to. He's literally fighting so that you don't have to give your number. So, if he wins, however, he's getting nothing out of it. So why don't you just take him to the aquarium? And yeah, and Chinatsu was like, why me? Like, I don't think that will be like any type of reward or whatever. At which he was like, nah, you don't get it. You've been a big influence on, like, on him, so he'll appreciate it. So there you go. And that is why, like, in the end, Chinatsu was like, fine, I'm going to do it. Now I do wonder if in the next episode Taiki will like somehow see that Chinatsu is here. I doubt he will see her while they're in the match, like, while they're playing the match. But they get halftime, don't they? I'm assuming. I don't know much about badminton, so I am assuming they get halftime. Like a little. So I think, like, if when that happens, he might like notice Chinatsu senpai there. Before that, I don't think he's noticing her, because you can see how much focus it is required while you're playing this game. And this is Taiki we're talking about. We've seen this before as well. He focuses a lot on his game. Like, he never, he never just, his eyes are not going to wander around while they're playing a match in the middle of it. So I doubt, and also Chinatsu's like kind of at the, like, like at the very, like, last part, like, at the very what's that word, at the very backside of the seats, the spectator seats. So there's a high possibility that he will not see Chinatsu senpai unless and until like a halftime happens or something like that. In a halftime, if he's like, like maybe he's going to drink water or something and he's going to look around, then maybe he might, he might see her. Before that, I don't think so. So let's wait and see what happens. if he sees her, I do wonder how that's going to affect his game. He'd probably get motivated to do better or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Um, yeah, but either way, the big thing is that Chinatsu has like, okay, if he wins, then I'll take him to an aquarium, and I'm assuming Taki will have no idea about this like until he win, like he's going to like win the match, or I guess lose either of it. If he wins it or loses it, or after completing the match, I'm pretty sure he'll win. Like, and obviously he's not going to lose. I doubt that. But when that happens, after that he'll get this information. He'll be like, "Oh, what the hell?" So okay, so that'll be pretty comical to see how he reacts to that. Like, right. Anyways, yeah, there you go. That is this current situation. I like I said, I don't think anything will be problem. Like, I'm sure Taiki will win. Uh, we'll see. We'll see. Let's wait and see. Okay, so yeah, that was like today's the biggest thing for today's episode. Few other things that like I wanted to talk about. Um, yeah, that whole part about Chinatsu being like, oh, you have next year, and everything will be fine. At which he was kind of a little bit frustrated, because he thought that like Chinatsu senpai doesn't have long. She's going to graduate, so it's like he got reminded of that, so he was kind of a little bit grumpy, and he left and went back to his room. That section. Now, obviously, Chinatsu, like in Chinatsu's perspective, she was thinking that, oh, it's probably because my word seemed like I'm saying that, oh, no problem, it won't matter if you even if you lose. So Chinatsu thinks that, yeah, like it seemed that obviously that wasn't what she meant, as she said, as when Taki's mom was asking, did you mean that, was that what you meant? She's like, no, obviously not, that's not what I was saying. But she thinks that that is how Taiki is taking it, which is obviously pretty normal to think of it like that, because if you say something like that to someone, you'll probably think that, oh, that's, I didn't want to, like, want it to sound like that. It sounded wrong. Like, oh, you'll have next year, which means like, you'll probably lose this one, but don't worry about it. That kind, like a consolation kind of thing. So instead of saying that, oh, best of luck, or do your best, or I hope you win, saying something like that is yeah, obviously that's how she took it. Taiki, however, took it in a different way. He took it as if, like, not in a different way, but he thought of something else. That he thought, I immediately he got reminded of the fact that, as he said, I'm 1 year like below senpai. So in a way, that is like a inconvenience in a lot of different situations. They're walking at the path of life in a different pace. But at the same time, if you think about it, in the grand scheme of things, like 1 year isn't really that big of a difference. So in schools and in, like, colleges, however, it's a big difference, because if you think about it, you know 1 year difference means you're literally in a different class. You have like a different set of curriculum, like different friend group, like everything is different. So in schools and colleges, 1 year difference is huge, and I can understand, because he's a student and he can't think about it like that. He's like, damn, I'm like 1 year below senpai, so she has a different friend group, she is different, doing different things, like we are like kind of disconnected in that sense. So that frustrated him, and also the fact that she'll be graduating before him, that also. But like I said, in the grand scheme of thing, after they all graduate and everything, they like go into actual profession and everything, that whole the gap will get a lot closer. Like it won't really matter anymore, because 1 year gap isn't really a big deal, that much in the grand scheme of things. But for now, at least, I can 100% like understand his feeling. So something like that. um yeah, because like I guess this is like something You can, like, if you have like a friend who's like, like an upperclassman or like something, sometimes you think that, like, oh damn, like, if he was like in the same class as, like, in the same class as me, if we were of the same age group, then we could have hung out more, like something like that. Like, I can understand his feeling. He's a student, obviously he's going to think like that. um so that was what he got reminded of, so he got a little bit grumpy. um Chinatsu, however, says that, however, the reason why I said that is because it's probably because I was putting my insecurities in that whole thing. When I realized, or when I remembered that Taiki has 2 more years, I don't. I have, like, a little bit time left to graduate and everything. That insecurity seeped into my motivation. And I was like, oh, don't worry, you have 2 years. While thinking about the fact that I don't, that kind of thing. So I can understand Chinatsu's situation as well. She was just, a little bit insecure about her situation. She doesn't have much time. Or, not in that sense, not that she doesn't have much time, but she has lesser time than Taiki. And that is why that kind of, like, like, came into her head, so she said that word in that sense. And she was like, in front of Taiki's mom, she was like, that's what I thought there, so I feel bad that my insecurity kind of seeped up out into that whole conversation. And I'm a bit sad about that I reacted like that at that moment. I should have said something else. um yeah, so anyways, yeah, and there you go. Either way, all that stuff aside, right, Taiki then proclaimed that I'm going to win this, not only the doubles, singles as well. So there you go. Right. Yeah, and yeah, that was the other thing I wanted to discuss about today. Was there anything else? No, all the other stuff was pretty minor. Like stuff like um, changing the dresses. Like when Chinasu was on the rooftop changing her dress, he's Taiki's like, damn, she doesn't even see me as someone from the, like, opposite gender. But that wasn't really the case. I think, like, obviously, like, she's just used to changing in, like, the gymnasium or whatever, like, without properly, like, people can do that without taking off their dress. They can change. I don't know how they do that. It baffles me. I guess practice, you know but she does that, so she's used to it. She's used to changing like that, and I'm pretty sure everyone in the basketball club is used to doing that. It's not really a big deal. I'm pretty sure the first day she did this, she probably was extremely like, self-conscious. you know the first day she did this, she changed like this. She was definitely extremely self-conscious. She was probably freaking out, like, oh, maybe someone's looking at me, something like that. It happens. But then you do it for the second day, the third day, you do it for 1 month, you do it for 1 year, and then you're like, yeah, whatever. Like, it's like everyday thing. So that's just really, so it's not really that, oh, like, opposite gender, this and that. It's basically that. However, as you can see, as you see later on, when Taiki was changing, that was something that she's not used to, obviously. So that's why that affected her. She was like, "Oh, like, should I look away or something? Like, what should I do?" That's a bit awkward, a bit embarrassing. At that point, Taiki wasn't really thinking that much, because he was thinking like, "Oh, she doesn't care about me." Like, so, like, yeah. And that's why he just started, like, taking off his dress immediately over there. um but either way, there you go. So it's just like, a matter of, you know being used to something. She's used to changing like that, so that's why she didn't bat an eyelid. But seeing Taiki change, that is not something that she's used to. So, if Taiki changed in front of her every single day, then I'm pretty sure she'd get used to it, and she'd be like, yeah, whatever. But no, this is the first time, so, like, that's basically the thing. That yeah. And she also commented on that. Oh damn, you have six pack abs. Oh boy, that was funny. But yeah, but anyways, we've seen how he, like, practices, and how he exercises. Like, he goes out running every single day. He does his whole, like, every single thing, every single day. All he does is practice. like, yeah, obviously he will have like a really good physique. Even if he doesn't go to the gym or whatever, he just does a lot of these things, so it doesn't matter. His body's automatically going to become like this. Like anyone who's like in, does sports this intently and this seriously. you know so yeah, that is why and he was like, oh, it's like it doesn't help me get better at badminton, but obviously, like, having a really, like strong and physical strength and, like, good stamina is going to help him out in, withstand and, like, doing the whole badminton, prolonging the whole thing a long amount of time. And as Hariu said, since his strategy is more of prolonging the whole thing and making tiring out the opponent, yeah, he needs the extra stamina and the extra energy and, the extra physical strength. Okay. Right. And yeah, I think that was it. There wasn't anything other than these things. Oh, there's also a little funny thing where we got to see how this guy, um, this guy who wants Chinatsu's phone number, how he met Chinatsu, and that part was pretty funny. When Chinatsu found his wallet, like the whole background music started playing, and that whole section was pretty hilarious. You know. And okay, wait a minute. Did his wallet have Chinatsu? Like, what was that? Wait a minute. Was that like just his delusion, or did his did his wallet actually have? No, wait a minute. Yeah, my wallet is gone. It was a limited Oh, so what? So wait a minute. That wallet had Chinatsu's face on it, wasn't it? So, like I'm saying, is this like, was that a delusion that he was seeing, or was that actually Chinatsu's face on it? So he said limited edition. Chinatsu's obviously famous, not famous, I guess, but quite popular. Her, like her whole um, interview and everything. She's on television and all. So does she like have these type of, like, like limited edition goods based on her as well? Like she has official merch of herself. That is crazy. I'm assuming that is what it is, because, like, his wallet had like a Chinatsu's face on it. That was Chinatsu's face, wasn't it? Or am I? Yeah, that is Chinatsu. Wow. So okay, like I didn't really realize how popular she is. Like we've seen she's in television and everything. Like we've seen like in news and everything. But I thought that was just it. They're making like merch of her. Like what? Here we go. It was my favorite idol. It was like my favorite idol popped out of my wallet. Or was that just his delusion? I don't know. I'm not really sure if that was just his delusion. He was seeing that, or if that was actually like Chinatsu's face on the wallet. And yeah, okay. Anyways, right. So there you go. That part was pretty funny when the music starts playing. Anyways, so there you go. And that was today's episode. I don't think there's anything else. Just, you know, discussing what. Let me just check. Uh, yeah, that was it. All right, and that was today's episode. Now that was that. Now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. Okay, in the very first scene, you can see Taiki says like he like 1 month has passed or something like that. He says that they've been together in the same, like, house, and he says, I've gotten used to Chinatsu Senpai's dazzling presence. Yeah, but anyways, and he's very happy. Obviously, he's just having the time of his life. There you go. Next, we see Taiki is like, match is the next day. His friend is like, oh, like everything okay? Like, you're both of you are living together. I'm surprised nothing has happened so far. And he's like, nah, everything is fine, because yeah, but he gets interrupted, and in the phone he sees like Chinasu messaged him that he probably took her gym clothes with him, and yeah, and that is exactly what's going on. And obviously we, like, in the dresses, the gym uniform, and the other, it usually have like the name on top of it, so it'll be kind of a very, awkward situation if someone sees him with Chinatsu's dress, because the name is literally written on top of it, and he has to give it back to Chinatsu before the gym class. So he's like, I need to go and give it to her immediately. They decide to go and meet in the AV room because it's usually empty. But on the way, he meets Haryu senpai. Haryu's like, "Oh, come, let's go, like, do some practice," and he's like, "Not now," you know. And then he goes to the AV room. AV room is also packed, not packed, but there's a few of them there. Hina's there. They're talking about like rhythmic gymnastics and all that, and so they cannot really do the transaction over here, you know. So yeah, this is where Taiki kind of like drops the dress, and we know Hina's kind of like, a little bit mischievous. So she tries to grab his dress, at which he makes a big sacrifice. He's like, this, I haven't washed this for how long did he say? 6 months or something? Wait a minute. To be honest, last summer. So like something like that. I'm guessing like 6 months or more than that. Hina's like, what the hell? Damn. But then she's like, wait a minute, weren't you just wearing the gym, like a uniform, a dress a few moments ago? And he's like, yeah, that's the sad part. I'm wearing it as it is. Yo. And Hina's like, yeah, get out. Don't get in here. So yeah, a big sacrifice, but it worked. He took his dress and went off, and now he's like, where should I give it to her? So Chinasu messages him that come to the roof, west side of the roof. He goes there, and obviously he's like, where did you get the key? And Chinasu's like, oh, I got it from one of my friends, this and that. Gives it to her. Chinasu immediately starts changing, obviously without taking out her dress, and he gets conscious here. He's like, oh, what the hell? And she's like, oh, don't worry about it, we've been trained to do it like this, so yeah, no problem. Yeah, this is where he's like becomes self-conscious, and he's like, oh, she doesn't look at me like that or anything. But like I said, it's just, how you're used to, if you're doing this for like every single day, like for a year or more than a year, I doubt anyone will, like, she'll care about anyone looking at her changing. So it's just like, like getting used to it. So either way, um this is where Taiki's like listening to the clothes rustling and everything, and he's like, his overactive imagination is like in full delusion mode. He's like, damn, these noises are crazy. I cannot, I cannot, I cannot, like, get through this. And he's like, yeah. Anyways, that's that. All that aside, next scene we get to see Taiki going back with Haryu, and Hina's there. Hina says goodbye to him, wishes him the best of luck for the next day, for the match. And you can see Haryu senpai here kind of tries to tell him that, oh, you know what, I've been thinking about this. And he's like, no. Like, he knew where he was going with the whole Hina, because he remembers Chinasu went in the similar direction. She had the same misunderstanding. She said like, oh, are you like trying to impress Hina? But he was like, no, that's not the case. So I'm pretty sure like Taiki realized that Haryu also came to the same conclusion. So even before he says anything, he's like, no, I know what you're going to say, but no, the answer is no. Right, just so that no misunderstanding stems from that. Anyways, this is where he realizes he left his racket back, so he goes back, and yeah. Anyways, then next we get to see his mom is like not panicking, but very concerned. She's like, oh, you need to take this, you need to take that, how many towels do you need, this and that. And he's like, everything is fine. He's drinking water, and the bottle like drops from his hand, and the water falls on his uniform. Yeah, but anyways, he's like, damn, I shouldn't be this nervous. I need to calm down. I shouldn't feel pressured about it. But obviously, this is the first time he's going and doing something like this. Like, this is like actual this is a real deal. This is not just practice or anything. So he's nervous. Um, Anyways, he's like, you know what? When feel nervous, go and practice. That will take my brain out of that. So let's do that. So he goes down and starts doing a little bit of practice. Chinasu senpai sees him, and and Chinasu's like, wait, your shirt is inside out. And this is where he changes his dress, and Chinasu looks away, and he looks at Chinasu, and he's like, oh damn, I wasn't expecting that, because she just changed her dress in front of me, so I thought it would be the same for me. um yeah, anyways, yeah, Chinasu also comments on the fact that his muscles are like he has like abs and stuff and six pack. And yeah, there you go. Either way, they were having all these conversation, and Chinasu does that whole acupuncture thing, that pressure point thing that she did. And then in the end, she was like, don't worry about it, you have next year and the year after that. At which he gets a little bit of grumpy, and he's like, no, I want it, that I want it this year. And he leaves. Obviously, we all know he got reminded that Chinasu's going to graduate quicker than him, and yeah, that whole thing. Okay, either way, next day he is ready, and then this is where we meet. Like the doubles obviously is going to happen. This is where we meet this dude. What is his name? Wait a minute. Just a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. Wait a minute. What is his name? Okay. So he sees him. I cannot find his name. I think he introduces himself later. Anyways, he like that guy, the one who wanted the number. He's like doing it very like his match that he's playing. He's doing it very, I guess you could say, offensively, aggressively. But as soon as Taiki thought that, he realized that he's also very calculated, because there was a certain section you can see. He usually whacks his racket, and then suddenly there was a section where he just did a little bit of a, I don't know what you call it, that little bit of a thing. And so he's not only just bashing away like like whatever, he's also like very calculated in that sense as well. Either way, he meets Haryu, and he's like, oh, isn't that Haryu senpai? And you can see Haryu's like trying to avoid him, and he's like, you crook, you scammed me, you didn't like okay. Kishi, oh, his name is Kishi, Shoichiro Kishi. Okay, I think I'll be able to remember this name, Kishi. Okay, so Kishi is his previous partner, and what scam did Haryu do to warrant this amount of reaction? He promised him that if he's able to win in like a professional match, I think, yeah, official match, there you go, then he'll give Chinatsu's number. He says, I won, but he's like, it wasn't an official match, so yeah. So he's like, no, you scammed me. Right, and this is where obviously Taiki is like, wait, what? How do you know Chinatsu senpai? Like, do you guys know each other? And he gave his little backstory that, oh, on this fateful day, he met Chinatsu senpai, returning his wallet. Yeah, there you go. Either way, he's like, oh, you better like give me her number or introduce me to her, this and that. Let's do a match, and in this double, let's go. In the double, turns out his partner is like something happened, he's not feeling well, so that goes out the window. So he's like, okay, doesn't matter, next week singles, let's do it. Haru's like, I'm not participating in it. And he's like, I don't know, like let's do something then. Anyways, Haru's like, okay, fine, whatever. Taiki's playing there, so do it like against Taiki. If you can win against him, then I'll give you her number. Or I'm not going to give you her number. I'm going to ask her if it is okay to give you the number. So obviously he's like kind of looks at Taiki a little bit, and he's like, it's fine, I'll win. haha, I don't know, overconfident, he just went away. So there you go. That was that. Obviously, Taiki's in a pickle now. He's just like, what the hell? He has to win this. Either way, he comes back home and then he hears Chinasu senpai talking to his mother. And yeah, this is where that conversation happens, where Chinasu's like, I didn't mean it like that. I was telling him that, oh, you have next year and the year after that. But he became a little grumpy. So I realized maybe my words seemed like it meant that, oh, it's fine to lose. You have more chances. Obviously, as Taiki was listening to it, Taiki was thinking like, that's not how I saw, like how I took it. I took it in a different way. I was just reminded of the fact that me and Chinasu senpai are just, have a year, like a gap, and she doesn't have much time. She'll just graduate. That's why I got a little bit of grumpy, and like the fact that it's like the person that I like said something like this to me, maybe a little bit grumpy. So that kind of thing. However, Chinasu is like, it went, I like what I said, definitely I didn't mean it like that, but what actually happened is that I didn't say that to encourage him, but it was my own insecurity seeping out into that, because he has 1 year more than me, he has longer time than me. That's why, to feed my own insecurities, I said that word over there. So it wasn't, if it was like purely that I wanted to encourage him, that would have been fine. But I know myself that wasn't what I was trying to do. I know my own heart and I know what I did there. So that's why I feel bad. At which Taki's mom is like, oh my god, you're such a nice kid. Right, the fact that you're thinking about something like this. Right, anyways, that's that. So Taiki comes in and Taiki explains that I'm going to win this. Singles, doesn't matter. I'll win it. Right, so next we get to see on the day of the match, the match begins. Haryu's like, I know Taiki's going to win, and you know why? Because I'm training him. If he doesn't win, I'll be pissed. Yeah, anyways, the match begins, and you can see that Taiki is not really struggling, but he's like missing 1 or 2 shots, and he goes like a little bit, like a kind of starts struggle, like like lagging behind him in points. However, you can see that what's his name, Haryu's completely chill with it. He's like, it's fine, this is how he plays. He tires his opponent out, he sees what he is doing, and he plays him for a while, and then he's going to strike. So everything is fine, everything will be okay. I'm sure he's going to win and do his best. While they were having this conversation and this was going on, in comes the basketball club girls, and they're like, oh, we were just there on the other place, so we decided to come and cheer you guys up, and yeah, so that's why they're here. And you can see Chinatsu's like at the backside, because obviously she doesn't want to distract Taiki. And this is where Taiki's friend comes and tells her that, oh, you know why this is going on? They'll literally put your number on the line. And she's like, oh, by the way, that's actually Haryu senpai, that was his plan. Anyways, but you can see this is where he's like, you know what, he's doing this, like, if he loses, this is going to happen, but if he wins, there's nothing on the line. He's not going to get anything. So why don't you take him to an aquarium? Natsu's obviously like, how is that, like, is that supposed to be a reward, like what? And he's like, you don't know the amount of influence you have on him. Like he's always been good, but in the last few days he's changed a lot, and I, as his friend, I can see that, I can tell that. So yeah, the fact that it's pretty damn obvious that you are the reason why this is happening. So that's why if you take him to aquarium, if he wins, then that'll make him grow more, like in a positive manner. It's a good thing. He'll like it. So yeah, so that's just it. Like, that's all that I wanted to say. Yeah, either way, Chinasu's like, okay, you know what, fine, if he wins, I'll take him to the aquarium. And a few moments ago, this is the time you can see where he's able to score 1 point against Kishi. So that's when Chinasu's like, okay, yeah, I'll take him if Taiki wins. right? And that is where it ended. So there you go. You know what? His friend did a solid over there for him. So there you go. And there you go. That was today's episode. That was episode number 4 of Aono Hako. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed, comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. So that is it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Aono Hako. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.